So what you want to do is embed your reality with meaning. What I mean by that is when you have quiet moments to yourself, special moments, if anything occurs, or if there's something you see often, or if there's a circumstance, or if there's something that's representative of something to you, make it larger, emphasize it, and that way you know when that circumstance arises again, when that sign comes around again, you know, like, your faith is reinstituted. For me, in Tallahassee, I used to sit on the roof, and I was really intimate with that roof and like with the trees and my where I lived, my yard, I guess. And oftentimes sitting on the roof, the leaves would blow, and I don't know, at one point I must have had an experience in which a leaf blew into my lap, and it was in the middle of something spiritual, like, you know, conversation with my higher self, God self, divine. I thought I was going to burp. And I don't know, it brought me to tears, and I was just so grateful for my leaf. And from then on, that became such a sign. Like when a leaf came to me out of nowhere. And I don't know, I was driving to work today, I had my windows down, and this like flew into my car and onto my lap. And I've just been having like I'm in such a period of like, I'm certainly in the middle of an upgrade. It always goes like this. You have to go low to go high. You get pulled way back into the depth, and then you're catapulted forward, but it doesn't make it any easier knowing that. I guess maybe it does actually, but it's still challenging because you just don't have the oomph. You just don't have the certainty and belief in self and clear-sighted vision. You know, you're having to deal with a lot of illusions that have been scooped up, I guess. So yeah, it was just such a symbol to me, like, to keep on. And also it's just a symbol of like my guides and the support, the unseen support that I have, and also like my own energetic visibility. And yeah, it's just so much is embedded in the meaning of that experience that, you know, now I'm taking that with me into my day. You know, I have the same thing with spiders years ago, and most of my young adult life, I had like such a severe phobia of spiders. They'd send me into a panic, and I could go into the details of that another time. But I've done, you know, I did a lot of healing and therapy, and also just intentional like work, because I don't want anything outside of me, you know, to have control over me. I understand like nothing outside of me has the power to irritate me unless I allow it. So what do I need to get right within me in order to not be sent into a panic when I see a spider or am around a spider, whatever. So it's been years. It's taken years to get to where I am. But now I see them, and it's such a good omen. And now these are creatures that years ago sent me into utter panic. I couldn't even see pictures of them. I wouldn't watch shows, even with the cartoons. Like, I didn't even like the word. It was so wrapped up in some other central traumas. And now spiders are a sign of good luck to me. They are a sign of God. They are a sign of all my growth. They represent so much now because we've gone through that journey together. Anyways, I have to go into work, but I'm just going to carry this special leaf with me today and be reminded of my purpose and ultimate divinity, and of the attunement to self and to a higher self, God self, that which is not completely knowable in the human form, but that which is in support of me, as long as I am open and accepting and in support of it. I pray to that which prays back to me.